right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then.
Well, don't they say like, I don't know the full depth of the story or whatever, but it's all baby shit, baby blood, fucking.
Yeah. Well, baby blood, I guess, or like even young blood would like
Who knows what's gonna happen?
it generates like anti-aging and shit.
You ain't even at the car show, homie. Waiting for the after party, homie. We just talked about the Lolos. Hey, my bad, homie. I was about to go off on that. Hey, you fools ain't going to the car show? If you would have tuned in from the very beginning, you would have found out that I ain't never been to a car show. The homie didn't even know the name of the car show. Like, I mean, it's dope. We love the Lolos. That's tight, man. We're going to go and support tonight. We're going to go and, you know what I mean? But
Play some poker tonight, dog. It's gonna be dope.
you know? Go ahead. Sorry, I was going to
No,
spaz
that
on the
was
homie.
it. It was pretty much just the tripping out and the circumcision shit. Like, that's just wild.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, you were saying they would use like young blood.
Oh, that part. Yeah. Yeah, like, so, I guess, well, so there's a guy named David Sinclair. He's like a anti-aging scientist and shit. And he talks about that, how they could put like teenage blood or baby blood, or not necessarily baby. It could be like 6-year-old, 8-year-old. You know what I mean? And you transfer their blood, and it revives older people and shit. And that's like the way that they'll be able to do anti-aging. So some foods that you see like that, and I've seen a lot of like actors or whatever, famous people, you'll say, the celebrities, they go on to like talk shows and kind of talk about that shit too, and openly they're like, yeah, we use, you know.
Yeah, the fucking 3 a.m. paid programming shows and shit where Cindy Crawford's on there and shit. Fucking.
Right, you know, and it's like, what the fuck, like, so they kind of talk about it, you know, it's very known and shit. But that fool David Sinclair talks about it like more scientifically wise, how it works, and it's kind of crazy, like, oh, and then so that's what was my connection to this the conspiracies of like of why people, they say, you know, they eat the blood or whatever, you know. So my theory is that the reason that people call, you know, like the people that rule the world the reptilians, I don't think they necessarily mean reptile people. I think like, if you think about it, you look at a white person, they look pale, you can see their blood. If you look at a lizard or a reptile, you can see it's pale, you can see its blue blood through it. So it kind of gives that reptilian look, and I think that's what they mean by certain people. They're trying to like describe them, and they don't mean literally a reptile, but they're like, they're reptilians.
That's like, in other words, saying honky, or I mean, no, it's not saying that, but
it's like saying white, yeah.
But I mean, we're just calling it whatever. I went fucking left, but I understood that shit.
Right.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
Let's put it like that. I understand.
And then the whole adrenochrome shit, you know, and they say all these celebrities are like, they're saying all these elites are eating babies and shit. I don't think they're necessarily eating them. I think it's just them doing the blood transfers of young people's blood or baby blood that is making them anti-age. So that's kind of technically
right, because
you know what I mean?
You're like, oh, come here, little baby. Like, you're not even seeing the baby for like a baby anymore. They're just like, oh, you're gonna keep me young.
Yeah.
Cut his throat off.
I want to
circumcise
him. You know?
Nah.
Yeah. Like,
circumcise him. Nah,
so I think that's how that all relates, you know, or that's where like.
Well, I believe it's all a metaphor.
Right,
I think that's what you're saying. It's like, you know, like anything that they talk of, all the Bible, all of the fucking, just anything like, not in general, but like a lot of that stuff, I believe is very metaphorical, and taking it fully literally is like taking it out of context now. Right? You have to see it for the metaphor.
Right.
Damn. You see that, young Jedi? You have to see it for the metaphor and not take it literally. Roses are thrown at me and shit.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna grab the charger real quick.
You gonna grab the charger, dog? Hey, you know what? While you're doing that, check that, homie, if it's even on, my boy.
Yeah, I can see it right here.
Oh, then we're golden.
Yeah.
Then we're golden. I get you though. You know what I mean? The reptilian, or like, you know, it's just a metaphor for like, because you could see the veins or whatnot and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And then like, you're not actually eating baby guts like fucking my man fucking damn, what season of the signal? Brother Lynch said, you know what I mean? I'm eating baby guts. All right, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the motherfuckers that heard that shit or know that shit. But it's a metaphor for like, with them we could stay young. It's like the fountain of youth.
Right.
Cortez from Spain, I guess, was set out to find the fountain of youth, and it was like somewhere in Florida, the Caribbean, like that whole little area or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if he found it or not, but that's what they were looking for, the fountain of youth, homie. Something that would keep them young. What did they say that the fucking it had to been the Spaniards came and they went, you know, to those places, probably even touched into fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever, right? But they were looking for the fountain of youth. And probably all the gold and whatever else they could find, you know what I mean? But
I mean, what do you think? That's like a cenote, right? It's just, I think it's just like purity of water that hasn't been compromised and shit, you know? That makes sense. It's like natural, 100% shit that we're supposed to.
Oh, like well, the fountain of youth. It just said that they fucking wouldn't age anymore.
Right.
So you basically you become immortal. You can live forever. Hey, but I don't care how many wrinkles you take out of your face, dog. When I see the fucking depths of your eye socket and fucking like the, you know, you look withered down regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all right, you got your fucking. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself if that's what you choose to do and what you want to do. You know what I mean? I think I got the best fucking shit and solution that you could actually use. You know what I mean? You rub it in the face and you'll be fucking not. I'm just joking, dog. I'm just joking. That was only a joke, all right? Here.
It doesn't take much, ladies.
Right. You know,
just add a little sprinkles.
Sprinkle a little crack on them.
That's funny.
So, David and Goliath. I guess let's say, speaking on some words and all of the metaphor, wordplay, like you can't fully take it for what it. I don't know. Anyways, talking about words.
Words, right?
Are words like hella powerful? Like, are words like spells? When we speak, it's like you're almost casting the spell from that point.
Yeah, a lot of people. There's like people that believe that you know certain words are spells and shit, like hello or you know goodbye or good morning, you know hello, different words that they have like these double entendres and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Well, okay, and I understand that angle. See, I mean that's good because I was thinking. I mean, I guess ultimately the same thing, just a different angle.
Right.
And you're talking about words like having this double meaning, and we say it and it's kind of redundant. Like, why would you say that? That means something actually.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess that's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that.
I think there's like a book. It's called I don't know if it's called the Black I don't know if it's the shrooms. I don't know if it's the Black Dictionary, or it's called like the Black Book, something Black Book. It's one of the Black books, and I guess it talks.
It's
about,
called the Black Book.
No,
like there's pieces and shit in there.
The Black Dictionary, maybe.
Oh, no.
And it says that like
the one that fucking Latin fucking took forever and shit. No.
Yeah, you can find it back on Vita and shit.
Right.
Yeah, so like and then like in that book, I guess like husband means like husband or monster means like a slave, humans like a male cow or male pig slave, and then it means like and then married means like a slave. No, what is it called? Married is like a slave that's so I guess not a free slave, like a slave that's in a cell. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And so like they have these different words that we use like on our cell, husband and such as things like that, and then they fucking have like.
But there's like a back in the day there was when you would say that word in this era or this like demograph of the world or whatever, like demographic area of the globe, like that might mean this or that might mean that, like, so why would you say that type shit, right? And that's what we're saying, like having the spells or like these words like, oh, what the fuck, right? And then okay, so not only that, like we speak shit into existence, or like they say like
manifesting,
right? There you go. Stole the words right out of my mouth, dog. or you help me out. One or the other.
Sorry.
Gracias.
I don't know what to do in those situations. Is that awkward? Because I watch the videos and I'm like, maybe you should just shut up. And I'm like, oh, sometimes I'm like, I don't know.
You gotta save me, dog.
You gotta say it, right?
You gotta save me, dog.
Right,
That's
cool.
what the whole fucking thing is about. You gotta save
yeah.
me. So,
Manifesting.
Never right, manifesting. There we go. That's right. That's right. I was testing you, dog. So manifesting, like words that we speak of. See, like, hey man, you gotta save me. You gotta save me. You know what I mean? Like, speaking it out there. So I guess that goes to even just communicating. Fuck. See, like, like if you just can communicate what the problem is, you could probably figure out a what.
For sure.
You could solution. So caught their asses. You know what I'm saying? Caught their with that one, dog. See, dog, I should be preaching a whole motherfucking service and shit. This is Sunday. Hallelujah.
Church.
Church. That's hilarious. But the manifestation of just like anything. So, if you speak in a lot of toxic words, like if you notice, I say a lot of cuss words.
Mm-hmm.
I talk that. I was about to say I talk that fucking way regardless.
Right.
I just talk that way, and I've always talked that way. And you know, I think when I was, I'm not old, but when I was younger, I think I used to refrain around certain people or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be like, fuck this, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to change. Or, you know, like, I can tone it down a little bit.
Right.
It's not that I'm not going to change. There's certain things in me that I'm happy of who I am. So,
right.
I'm going to just say however. But manifesting words are a spell, homie. It's all a spell. So if you speak toxic shit, you're gonna always have fucked up shit happen.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always gonna be like when the homie calls you up or when you run into that homie, like, fuck, this was always got a problem and shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, dog, but fuck.
Right.
There's good problems and bad problems, but you know what I'm saying? Like, start speaking good, dog. You know what I'm saying? Start speaking good to yourself. When you wake up in the morning and you have that conversation with yourself, you're like, today I'm gonna achieve this. Today I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it count.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make today count.
You heard of like the 369 rule or law or whatever, something like that?
Tell me.
It's the 369, so it's pretty much like you get 9 things. No, well, it's 369. So you write down like 5 things that you want to accomplish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the first 3 you write them down 9 times. You say them out loud 3 times. You say them out loud with somebody 6 times, and then you write it down 9 times a day. And that'll, like, you know, I guess help manifest it quicker and stuff. But that's like a thing that a lot of like entrepreneurs or these type of books, they talk about shit like that. And then like more spiritual world people, they kind of like talk about how that's a way to manifest.
You know what? My grandma used to write a novena. It's called a novena.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you're supposed to, I guess, you write that letter.
Right.
And you write it like a whole bunch of times, and you send it off to the fucking straight to the Vatican type shit, dog. You know what I mean? But like I believe that would be in some sense the same concept what we're talking about. Right. That power of that 369, writing it down, speaking it out, putting that shit into existence, dog. Yeah. You know, and that's like I guess that would be on the level of wanting, right?
Right.
But I don't even think people realize that we do that shit on a daily, bro.
Yeah.
You might be, somebody was rude with you at the fucking store. Oh man, I wish I wish you have a bad day, or whatever, right?
Yeah. Hold on, my shit died. No, but keep going. I gotta start back.
You know, like you just wish some type of like damnation upon that.
Right.
That right there, dog. Who knows if that fool didn't have a bad day later on? What if they did? All because you said that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what? We'll start getting too deep, dog.
That's
I think we'll start getting way too deep.
Yeah, you know Dave Mustaine from Metallica.
Oh, he's one of the guitarists.
He came out recently on Joe Rogan's podcast, and that fool was talking about on there about how he would practice like black magic and white magic.
You need to take it or what?
No, well, I was just seeing if it's dead, but yeah, we probably need to just connect it to the charger. But he was talking about white magic and black magic, and I guess like one of the times he used white magic was like for a girl to for a girl to fall in love with him or like him, you know.
But what is he saying? Is he casted a spell?
Yeah, he pretty much does like a prayer or like a saying, and then.
And it's deeper than just going. Hey, I hope she likes me.
Right, for sure, yeah.
Hey, I hope that broad fucking likes me, dog.
Because I guess in that you're conjuring a spirit. So you're conjuring a spirit to assist you. So
but
this, you know.
But does that have to have more than one person to make it conjuring or like?
Nah, one person you could conjure shit by yourself. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what a witch is. You know, a witch will do it herself, and so I guess he has a song actually. I don't know if it's under Megadeth. I think it's under Megadeth. Wait, is it Megadeth? Yeah. And it's called Conjuring, and I guess in that song is like the actual way to fucking cast like a spell, you know, and that's why he doesn't like performing it anymore. He won't perform it ever again because of that.
Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about on the podcast. It was pretty crazy.
I mean that's deep, and the reason I say it is because when that came out, that album, I mean. Not to say they haven't made no new music, but what they're famous for is for these songs that they made at a certain time.
Right.
And that song is one of them, right? Yeah. So when they were like, and I'm not saying it's the devil's, but I'm just saying that's the devil's music, right? Like,
right.
Like, were they right, so to speak? But
like, how many people were singing that shit, you know, and summoning that or whatever that.
Right.
Fucking, you know, like,
right.
It's wild.
That. And that's the power of fucking. I think they say when you go to church, like the power of gospel when the gathering, the conjuring.
You are a toy!